New coronavirus restrictions in the UK too. The Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, saying that Londoners will face tougher Tier 2 COVID measures from Saturday, with a ban on households mixing indoors. Also, Manchester in the north may join Liverpool in the highest tier. Bénédicte Paviot is standing by in London. Bénédicte, tell us more then about these new measures announced by the government.
Well, after the rumours comes the confirmation by, as you said, Matt Hancock, the Health Secretary, about half an hour ago in the House of Commons, and millions of people are now going to be in this new tier system. As you know, England is divided since Monday into 3 tiers, the lowest being medium, and London, Essex, York and other areas are going to be moved in now into tier 2. That's where different households cannot mix indoors. And the big fear is that the hospitality industry particularly is going to be even harder hit, pubs and restaurants, but also other businesses. Now, this new announcement and this tier 2 moving of London, Essex, York and other areas into that tier means that half of England's population is going to be living under high or very high alert restrictions. And it comes, as you said, also as this, we await to see if Manchester and the greater Manchester area is going to be moved into tier 3. So far, that's the highest. So far, it's just Liverpool that's into that. But I understand there's real reluctance and resistance from the mayors and leaders in that area, because they feel that this would be so punishing and damaging for people who just simply could not survive at all financially. So we're waiting for that decision to be made. But so lots of people are now going to be affected in a very tough way. Although unlike France, for example, we don't have, for example, in London, any mention yet of a curfew.
So what have the reactions been then to these new measures?
Well, the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, has been pushing and more than hinting, saying that this was necessary. So now that this announcement has been made, and of course he was partly consulted in this, he said there's simply no other option to the new restrictions in order to protect Londoners. As is pointed out by the government, this is one of the toughest measures that can be taken in peacetime. So there is real concern. People are anxious. But when we look at the polls across the United Kingdom, it is clear that people understand that new measures are necessary, understand that particularly in hotspots, they have to be tougher, even if some of the compliance is not terribly good in some of those hotspots, like people celebrating minutes before the lockdown in their areas. I have to say that over 19,000, nearly 20,000 cases, positive cases, were reported yesterday across the UK, 137 deaths. And so far, since the beginning of the pandemic, we have over 43,000 deaths here in the United Kingdom.
All right, thank you very much for that update from London, Bénédicte.